Is William Ruto's impeachment in the offing? And is it possible for this 13th parliament to successfully impeach William Ruto? Let's listen to Okiya Omtata before we dig deep into that analysis.
So William Ruto, I think, is empty. His head is empty in terms of what are the existential threats that face the black people, that face Africans. And some of the things he is doing are bordering on treason. So for me, I think William Ruto is going overboard. And where we are right now, we might be facing an impeachment very soon. Going down the line, he might be impeached. If he doesn't change course and begin understanding what Article 1 says, that the people of Kenya are sovereign. And when they elected him, there was nowhere in his manifesto where he said that the IMF and the World Bank are going to govern Kenya when he gets into office. He promised to govern this country, but he's destroying it. Everything is crumbling in 1 year. It's not acceptable. So he needs to shape up, or he might get impeached down the line. I don't think his MPs will die with him. They're going to get a point whereby he can be impeached if he doesn't change course. And
that's Okiya Omtata. And Okiya is saying it's possible to impeach William Ruto, and that as time goes by, these leaders currently supporting William Ruto will get tired of him and will even abandon him. And that brings us to the big question. Can this 13th parliament impeach William Ruto? Let me start by saying this. To impeach a president in Kenya, a member of parliament supported by at least third of the members will present an impeachment motion in the National Assembly. If that motion garners 2/3 of the members, then it will go to the Senate. If it also garners 2/3 in the Senate, then William Ruto, or the president, will stand impeached. So the impeachment motion has to be supported by 2/3 in the National Assembly and 2/3 in the Senate. Something I know will not be all that easy, a near impossibility. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it will be very, very hard. And that is so because in the 1 year William Ruto has been in power, we have seen these members of parliament coming out as leaders who are just in politics for their own personal interests. When the finance bill was being voted for in parliament, a survey was done, a survey that indicated 93% of Kenyans were against that finance bill 2023. And these members of parliament, these elected leaders, were well aware of that. But even with that realization, they still went ahead and supported Finance Bill 2023. So their allegiance was for William Ruto and not the people. And even though it's very clear that Kenyans are tired of a William Ruto's presidency, if an impeachment motion is pushed against William Ruto, the same way the government succeeded in compromising these members of parliament is the same way Ruto's government will compromise them to vote against the impeachment motion. But having said that, I'm seeing a very high possibility where, as time goes by, these leaders supporting William Ruto will start abandoning him on the ground. They will stop popularizing William Ruto on the ground. And we all know that upon William Ruto coming to power, there was a wave that was blowing towards William Ruto. And we saw even some opposition elected leaders swearing their allegiance to support and to work with William Ruto. So if the situation persists, if the situation continues the way it is right now, then I'm seeing most of those leaders will make a U-turn. They will either go silent or they will stop supporting William Ruto. And that will be so because even the ground itself will be very hostile to them. Supporting a William Ruto will be like committing a political suicide. And I'm saying that because even already we are seeing in the Kalenjin Rift Valley and on the mountain, those grounds are becoming very, very hostile. And we have started seeing leaders there going silent. They don't want to come out very boldly to support William Ruto the way they used to do. So I'm seeing a very high possibility where that will most definitely happen if William Ruto continues messing up the way he is messing. Even though an impeachment motion against him might not succeed, it's still important that an impeachment motion should still be brought against him because it's very clear this is a president that has underperformed. He has actually done nothing since since he became the president. And the impeachment motion will also expose these members of parliament, these elected leaders, and that will also work against them on the ground. The ground will also become very hostile to them because, again, they will be seen as the ones helping William Ruto in oppressing Kenyans. So an impeachment motion against William Ruto is still very helpful and seriously needed. It will expose these greedy members of parliament, and that will work against them on the ground. Besides exposing these leaders, it will also badly expose William Ruto, in that a whole day maybe Kenyans will just be watching the debate, and that can also have some negative impacts on William Samoei Ruto. As I conclude, the real impeachment and the true impeachment, William Ruto will be impeached in 2027. I'm very sure that William Ruto will lose 2027 badly. He will lose that election very badly. Irrespective of whichever formula, William Ruto will still lose that election badly with a very big margin. He loses it with a very big margin. So if the members of parliament don't impeach him, Kenyans will impeach William Ruto in 2027. And I'm saying that because looking at these policies William Ruto still initiates, Ruto is actually not learning something. He does not know that the ground is very hostile. He still thinks that he has the ground. He still thinks that at the right time, he will turn tides on his side again, which, in my honest opinion, will not happen. Let me stop it there. If you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. And to those supporting us, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for your support. In case you may want to support our forum, for the forum to continue growing strong and stronger, channel your support to that number. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.
Tuko na njaa. Oi Gachagua. Oi Samoei na Ruto tuko na njaa. Nikizani marafiki yanyu. Tuliwachagua usiku wa manane. Nisikia ni kutoka Romuruti. Romuruti tuko na njaa. Hakuna kitu iliyo kwa hapa Romuruti. Gachagua. Ruto. Gachagua. Ruto. Nikizani sisi. Hii ni upa nilobeba. Amelala njaa siku 3. Mimi nimelala njaa. Hakuna kitu ya kupeupwa. Hakuna kitu bila kura. Gachagua, nisikizani kwa huruma. Gachagua, Ruto yetu, sikizani huruma yetu. Gachagua, Ruto, Ruto, Ruto.
Wamenyi wakale 2027 tuko na Ruto.
Muko na Ruto?
Peke yako. Sisi wote tutapatia yeye. Tutakataa.
Tunasema ndio mapana. 2027 tunapea Ruto kura.
Ndio ama hapana?
Ndio mapana.
Hapana.
Mimi nikiwa ndani ya Kericho, kulingana na vile nimekuwa nikiambia Ruto ukweli, ninaona masiku zangu zimekaribia. Sioni nikiendelea kutoboa. Sasa naomba watu wa media, watu wa TikTok, musikose kwa msiba yangu. Hii ndio picha itawekwa kwa sanduku.